Now there were some present at that time who told Jesus about the Galileans, whose blood Pilate had mixed with their sacrifices.
About the same time, some people did were tell Jesus about Pilate take the Galilean them blood and make him mix up with the blood of the animal them would then kill for burnt sacrifice.
Jesus answered,
Do you think that these Galileans were worse sinners than all the other Galileans because they suffered this way?
Jesus said to them, say,
One of the things that them the Galilean they did worse than all of the other Galilean them, make them suffer so?
I tell you no. But unless you repent, you too will all perish.
No, me I tell you no. But if you not sorry for the wrong way you do and change your ways, you go dead same way like a them.
Or those 18 who died when the tower in Siloam fell on them. Do you think they were more guilty than all the others living in Jerusalem?
The 18 were dead when the tower in Siloam dropped on them. You think that them did worse than the rest of people who live in Jerusalem?
I tell you no. But unless you repent, you too will all perish.
No, man, me I tell you no. But if you not sorry for the wrong way you do and change your ways, you go dead same way like a them.
Then he told this parable.
A man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he went to look for fruit on it, but did not find any.
One man have one pranganut tree plant in his garden, and we go to see fruit upon it, but him not find none.
So he said to the man who took care of the vineyard, For 3 years now I've been coming to look for fruit on this fig tree and haven't found any. Cut it down. Why should it use up the soil?
So him said to him gardener, say, For 3 years now me I come look for pranganut panda tree here and not find none. Chop it down. But make it for waste good dot.
Sir, the man replied, leave it alone for 1 more year, and I'll dig around it and fertilize it. If it bears fruit next year, fine. If not, then cut it down.
Sir, the man said, left it 1 more year, and me will dig round it and put manure there. It might have beer next year. If you no beer, then you can chop it down.
On a Sabbath, Jesus was teaching in one of the synagogues, and a woman was there who had been crippled by a spirit for 18 years.
One Sabbath day, Jesus did teaching in one of the Judean church. And one woman did it where one demon caused for crippled for 18 years.
She was bent over and could not straighten up at all.
Her back did bend and she couldn't straighten up.
When Jesus saw her, he called her forward and said to her,
Woman, you are set free from your infirmity.
When Jesus see her, he called her and say,
Woman, you better know.
Then he put his hands on her, and immediately she straightened up and praised God.
He put him on her, and same time she turned up straight and praised God.
Indignant because Jesus had healed on the Sabbath, the synagogue ruler said to the people,
There are 6 days for work, so come and be healed on those days, not on the Sabbath.
The head man for the Judean church, the bex can't done, cause Jesus did get her better upon the Sabbath. So he said to the people and say,
6 days there in the week for work. Come get better upon one of them days there. Now do it upon the Sabbath.
The Lord answered him,
You hypocrites! Doesn't each of you on the Sabbath untie his ox or donkey from the stall and lead it out to give it water?
Oh, no two-face. You no loose no cow or donkey from the stall and lead them out for water upon the Sabbath.
Then should not this woman, a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan has kept bound for 18 long years, be set free on the Sabbath day from what bound her?
Then this woman, one of Abraham girl picnic, where Satan bind up for 18 long years. So, she no forget free upon the Sabbath too.
When he said this, all his opponents were humiliated, but the people were delighted with all the wonderful things he was doing.
When Jesus said this, all of them were against him, shame, but the rest of people, the happy about the good sitting them when they do.